Order the Board of Adjustment meeting November 2023 at City of Globe Council Chambers. Can we have the roll call?
Yes, sir. Chairwoman, Lisa. Okay, so Ms. Diana Montgomery,
Present.
Brian Ganu.
Gano.
Gano, I'm so sorry.
Gano.
Okay. John Moose,
Here. Not tight.
Miss Lisa Brazil,
Here.
and John Wong is excused for tonight. So we do have a quorum.
Got it.
Thank you.
New business, consideration and appointment of chairperson and vice chairperson of the City of Globe Board of Adjustment for 2024. It's open for discussion.
John's not here, but he's been doing a good job so far. Let him, yeah. I vote for John.
For chairperson?
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
Okay.
John Wong has been voted chairperson.
Okay, so for the record, it was John and Mr. Brian that motioned in second, and then the vote.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so vice chair.
And consideration and appointment of vice chair for the City of Globe Board of Adjustment.
How about you, Lisa?
Lisa, you're doing such. Lisa.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
And the motion's passed. Consideration to approve the October 26, 2023 meeting minutes. I'll second. All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion passed. So is it now that I have to close it, this meeting, and open up the public hearing?
No, we'll go ahead and read the item into
Okay.
the record, and then we'll open it up to Dana, and he'll do his presentation, and then we'll open
Okay.
the public hearing.
Item number C, under new business, public hearing and consideration of variances to reduce the required minimum setback for a new single-family home located at 670 East Maple Street, AKA APN 208-05-115, case number B23-03.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Vice Chair Brazil and board members. Great to see you twice in the year here. We're on a roll, and you might see a few more. I think I mentioned. I'll quickly orient you to the property that you are reviewing variance for. It would be this lot right here at the corner of, this is Maple Street and just west of Parker. You have the luxury of heading back there. Basically, there's an alley that property corners on that dead ends at the 19 from Ash Street. Anyway, so right now we just have this property that we use it their access for their garage, as well as this property uses this access. So anyway, we're talking about this location right here. Again, I'll zoom in, show you the location. This was the pre-existing home. What happened here was an individual remodeled it, purchased this some time ago. Anyway, they're finally getting around. I believe they finished this, or this might be have been sold to another individual to remodel this property. So this one was done recently. Now we moved over here, and I believe they also own the one behind. So we are discussing this. As you can see, it's a very small lot. As I point out, your first finding in variance is there an irregular shape or size, or dimensions of the parcel or topography? And yes, this is about 3,000 square feet, which is the setbacks that apply in this situation. This property is zoned NS, that's our neighborhood service. It's kind of a residential to commercial transition parcel, but it has similar setbacks to what a typical 6,000 square foot lot subdivision would have. 20-foot front, 5 and 5 on the sides. Though being a corner lot, it's actually a 20-foot setback, and then 10 feet in the rear. Obviously, on 3,000 square feet with about a 1,500 square foot home or 1,200 square foot home, there's not a lot there for that size of an irregular parcel. So staff does make that finding. I'll quickly show you an elevation of the property. That is it pre demolished, it has been since raised. But that's what that older home looks like. I believe the county records show it to be a brick built circa 1905. Not too sure, but anyway, you can definitely see how that roof sags and other issues with that structure, hence being demolished. So the applicant has requested to just reconstruct on the same footprint of virtually the exact same design as was previously. I'm not sure about the floor plan because I'm unaware of what the original floor plan was, but that's not why we're here today. We're looking at the setbacks. Bruce Binkley, local architect, has drawn this sketch of the site plan. We do have a blow up that's in your packet. I just evaluated those setbacks relative to the county records, county GIS, and modified the criteria for where Bruce shows the 12-foot plus or minus setback here. It doesn't look like, it actually looks like the building is much closer to that rear property line, given that if we show a 6-foot out front, which I talked about that. So anyway, I modified that. Either way, we know it really don't have the same footprint as on existing on site, and that's what the applicant's proposing for the variance, which would be 3 items. My apologies, reduce that front yard setback from 20 feet to about 7 feet. Reduce the street side yard building setback from 20 feet to about 8.5 feet or 8.75. And then that rear setback, I think, is actually closer to 8 feet, rather than 12 feet. So we have, or as I know, on item number 3, or as currently exists to the legal non-conforming structure. So we just want it right back in that place. We recognize this area of town is generally historic, and there's a character to that we all appreciate. That makes the world very unique in that way, particularly in this area close to downtown. So increasing these or reducing these setbacks to what was built historically will preserve walkable streetscape, and that is very much in the city. Maintaining that historical character and buildings closer to the street and parking in that situation. And so forth. So anyway, you can see in my staff report how I made the 4 findings. With that, staff is recommending approval just with 3 conditions. We want to make sure when they're all done that frontage sidewalk on the property or fronting the property, which is every property owner in town in the city's responsibility to maintain, that they make sure they repair that sidewalk. So it's a nice new surface for us. Sometimes really damaged when they're doing that construction and bringing in heavy equipment and loaded trusses and things like that. We want to make sure that curb and sidewalk is back in maintained. Secondly, maintain that available site triangle because from that corner of the alley, it doesn't meet our minimum site triangle criteria. However, our city engineer has the authority to look at and evaluate site triangles and believes that given a number of circumstances here, it doesn't warrant the 25 by 25 site triangle. Is reduced. We just want to make sure they keep what is available to see around for pedestrians as cars are exiting onto Maple from that alley, that area stays clear. So we don't want to defend construction and plants and things like that that are going to limit our vehicles' ability to see, or person driving a vehicle ability to see any pedestrians coming up and down the sidewalk. And then thirdly, exterior elevations of the home shall be finished in a manner that's similar. The Bruce back to all stucco. The house is stucco with some siding in areas. So we'll just, I talked to him already. We want to do how it needs to look. So we'll, I can show you the details. But anyway, people very much on the same page with exterior finish. How that'll look. So with that, staff is recommended to this property. Happy to respond to questions.
It is just the same footprint that was originally there, correct?
Correct.
I move to approve.
We have to.
We have to open up a meeting.
Yes.
We have to open up a public meeting.
Yeah.
So, I would like to open up the public hearing, for consideration of variances to reduce the required minimum setback for a new single-family home located at 670 East Maple Street, case number B23-03. Is there any discussion?
And the-
With that, would you like to take a vote? All those in favor of approving this?
Oh, you can close the public.
I gotta close the public hearing.
Okay. And to close the public meeting?
Yeah,
Close the previous public meeting, open up the public hearing.
Now you'll close the public hearing if there's no public available for
No
comment.
public available, so I'll close the public hearing.
go back.
Welcome to make a motion.
Alright,
I make a motion to put it to approve.
alright. I'll second the motion to approve the variance. Okay, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? The motion to approve, the variance for the required minimum setback for the family home located at 670 East Maple Street has been approved. Okay, ready?
I'm ready for this.
The next item on the agenda, public hearing and consideration of variances to reduce the required minimum setback to allow a substantial remodel of an existing single-family home located at 655 South Third Street, AKA APN 208-05-270, case number V-23-04.
Perfect, thank you very much. We have this site plan, looking the photograph of the applicant had originally submitted. I know they have done some work on this home previously when we went to the location of the property in a very unique situation that exists. Hopefully unique, just to these few properties. Here we are on South Third. We're talking about this parcel right here. Here's Ash, we're south past Monroe. So as you can see with these three homes right here in a row, they've effectively enclosed the alley. These red lines. They've enclosed the alley of their yards probably 50 years ago, 40 years ago, hard to tell. The homes are maybe even close to 100 years ago. I know this particular home, county record shows around 1950, 1920. As you can see, the neighbor's lot has a accessory structure in that alley and so forth. So this applicant came to us over a year ago and with the idea that he wants to acquire the alley through here, which makes all the sense in the world. The city does not have infrastructure, so we anticipate this will be vacated at some point by the city. However, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 property owners that need to all agree. She has some agreement from this individual property owner, but there's a slight offset that makes that a little goofy for her just to take down her one spot. So anyways, I'm getting into the weeds. She intends to go move forward and process this abandonment, and so all these properties can legally acquire that alley, and so forth. But obviously, a variance is also needed because she'll still be located within the rear yard setback, and side yard setback for the remodeled portions, and they're adding kind of access to a bottom ground floor unit or in the rear of the property, the ground floor roof. The rear of the property, so the extent of the remodel was about the price of the home. Where 50% of that remodel price home that needs to be built back to built within code zoning ordinance setbacks unless a variance is issued. So we recognize it's a substantial undertaking. This is a very unique scenario in terms of building. So we found before finding. We identify that obviously making improvements to this home in this neighborhood, and then also obviously cleaning these things up will allow it to sell and use here and acquire insurance and so forth that is needed for somebody to purchase and get a mortgage on the property. So anyway, they want to build this retaining wall back here and then stairs going down to access that basement in that home and then do full remodel. I think a lot of it may have been completed So I know they've been working on it. So, other than that, it's all existing, the garage is existing, sitting right on the property line. This particular variance is requesting, I think it's a rear and side setback to accommodate the development. And where is it? And they're listed there in the staff report. Oh, here we are. So conditions of approval, staff is recommending to receive a full width and depth alley abandonment from the city prior to receiving permit to construct. Like I said, that's going to be contingent on other property owners. But we'd like to get this out of the way, but by no means we issue a permit until that's no longer city property. Reconstruct all portions of the sidewalk, fronting this just like the last ordinance. We want we want to make sure that sidewalk is done after construction and so walkable. So with that, staff is recommending approval of these variances. I'd be happy to respond to any questions. And after you're done discussing, you would open up public hearings, see if anybody's available in the audience or online to comment. And if not, then close it and move forward. Thank you.
Any discussion?
I don't have any questions. Yeah, I'm wondering, this would be approved by the fire department in terms of access? It looks like there's only one side that can be accessed.
Correct. So fire is a part of the review process of this. Access would be through here, right? Or it would be more difficult on the side where the garage. But they did not have concern. Fire takes a different approach with single family homes, and that the only regulation I'm aware of that we have is to not allow air conditioning condensers to be located. Step over it, but as long as they have some form of access to get back to the home, they have not had issue.
Okay.
And it's all existing, by the way.
Any further discussion? We'll close this portion of the meeting and then open up public hearing to consider the variance to reduce the required minimum setback to allow a substantial remodel of an existing single home located at 655 South 3rd Street. Anybody?
No.
No?
No.
No, since there's no public input, we'll close this public meeting. All those in favor of approving the variance to reduce the required minimum setback to allow a substantial remodel of existing family home located at 655 South 3rd Street? Do I have to read all the numbers? Yeah.
No,
Do
you call for
I
it.
have a motion to approve the variance?
Motion to approve. Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed? The variance for the, to reduce the required minimum setback to allow substantial remodel of an existing single-family home located at 655 South 3rd Street has been approved. And the meeting is adjourned.
Good job.
There you
Right?
go. I think so. Yep.
Wow.
There.
Did-
It's a record.
Did that meeting happen?
Yeah.